Hi, my name is Florence Ajayi Barnes, your virtual family nurse practitioner, and welcome to the Flo-Medical Show, where you get information you can trust. On the show, we discuss health, being an educated consumer, and you being your own best advocate. Disclaimer: this is valuable information, but please consult your healthcare provider. Today's topic will be on how to find a good healthcare provider. The relationship between you and your healthcare provider is an important one. It is a relationship in which trust is essential in the communication between both parties. It is also significantly determines your healthcare outcomes. So let's go over some things you need to look out for or ask and information needed when looking for a good healthcare provider. Does that healthcare provider take your health insurance? Is that healthcare provider part of your network? This is important because co-pays are high and healthcare costs are rising. If your healthcare provider does not take your insurance, you will have out-of-pocket costs. Out-of-pocket costs will subsequently be leading you to be non-compliant with making appointments, keeping appointments, and having follow-up care. So health insurance is an essential topic when finding a healthcare provider. Is your healthcare provider certified? You want to know that your healthcare provider is educated, knowledgeable, and legally able to provide the services in which he or she is providing. You also want to know that he or she is providing accurate information. Referrals and recommendations from friends, families, and coworkers is the best way to find a good healthcare provider. But you still have a responsibility to yourself to do your own due diligence, which is doing your own legwork, finding out if this healthcare provider is the right one for you. Go online and see what other patients are writing and saying about this healthcare provider. Is this healthcare provider compassionate, respectful, a good communicator, knowledgeable? You want to also know about their office staff. Is the office staff respectable? Are they pleasant? Do they give you an appointment in a timely manner? Are they answering the phone appropriately? This is a team approach. If the office staff is not accommodating, it will be pretty hard for you to get in contact or like your healthcare provider. Location. How far are you willing to travel to get a good healthcare provider? This is an individual decision because as individuals and patients get older, they have many healthcare needs. They have many healthcare problems and diseases. They also have aches and pains, which decreases their ability to get around and their mobility. So they may want a healthcare provider that is closer to their home. Younger patients usually have less healthcare needs and they have more flexibility because they can travel more accessibly. So they may travel a little farther to get a good healthcare provider. But please keep in mind, convenient care doesn't mean quality care. So you may want to sacrifice the time to just go and find a good healthcare provider by traveling a little longer. Office hours. Are the office hours accommodating your home and your work schedule? Some healthcare providers are open on certain days out of the week, and others are only open for limited hours out of the day. You want to make sure that the times are flexible and accommodating to you, because that will determine how long it will take before you get an appointment and how long you have to get your following needs met. Are there times put aside for the healthcare provider to contact you, to give you the results of your blood work, or give you the results of your imaging, like your MRI, your sonograms, your CAT scans? Or do you have to wait for the next visit? You want to know that you're getting the information, if abnormal, in a timely fashion. What is the turnaround time for them to return the call that you have made? You want to make sure that communication is key. Communication is important when it comes to healthcare. What hospital is the healthcare provider affiliated with? This is important for many reasons. One, in the event you get sick and you require hospitalization, you would want the healthcare provider that you see in the office to be able to be part of the process of your admission and discharge at the hospital. This is called continuity of care, which is the care being continued from the office to the hospital. This healthcare provider already knows you, knows your health history, so your outcomes are better. Two, the hospital in which your healthcare provider is affiliated, does that hospital provide excellent care? Because if that hospital doesn't provide excellent care, you may not want to be admitted to that hospital, even if your healthcare provider is affiliated with that hospital. Three, if the hospital is close to your home. This is important because you want your family to be part of your healthcare process. So the affiliation of the hospital is important. Patients with disabilities. As patients get older, they come with increased disabilities, and that disabilities may result in them walking with assistive devices, which are canes, walkers, wheelchairs, scooters. So you want to make sure that the building in which the healthcare provider works out of has an elevator. If they don't have an elevator, at least they have a ramp that can allow you to use for the wheelchair, the walker, and the scooter. It makes your accessibility inside the facility safer. Emergencies. In the event there are emergencies during office hours or after office hours, am I able to get in contact with my healthcare provider? We know healthcare providers are extremely busy when they're in the office, but we want to know that if I have an emergency during the office hours, can the front staff help me? Can they get in contact with my healthcare provider to guide me in what my decision making would be? It may require me making an appointment, or it may require me to go to the emergency room because it's critical. After hours, is there a phone number in regards to being able to contact the provider or an answering service that relays the message to get my needs met? And finally, in the event that my healthcare provider goes on vacation, is there a healthcare provider that he has that covers his patients? Or does he have a healthcare provider that he can recommend that will allow us to be seen in his absence? These are all important questions that you should be asking, and important information that will help you in guiding in your search. So there you have it. It is my hope that this information makes your search for a good healthcare provider a little easier. Choosing a healthcare provider is one of the most important decisions you will have to make regarding your health. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this information with anyone you feel can benefit from it. My name is Florence Ajayi Barnes, your virtual family nurse practitioner, and thank you for joining us at the Flo-Medical Show. See you next time.